On the surface, he was just an ordinary water delivery man, but behind the scenes, he was actually one of Korea's top emergency surgeons. With just one glance at the girl, he realized her finger was already in danger. If she didn't receive treatment soon, the consequences would be unimaginable. So he grabbed the child's blood collection needle, bit it open in a couple of quick moves, then placed the plastic tube between the girl's fingers. He casually pulled off the ribbon from the girl's hair, and just like that, a simple splint fixation was completed. But what looked like a casual, makeshift bandage was in fact a textbook-level medical procedure. To be safe, Kang Ho reminded the girl's father to take her to the hospital for a proper check. At the hospital, the doctor saw the splint on her finger and immediately recognized it as professionally done. He said the fixation was timely and perfect. If they had come any later, the finger might not have been saved. Now all they needed was an x-ray to confirm everything was fine. But as they turned a corner, the girl heard a familiar voice. It was Chang Ho, the man who had bandaged her finger. At that moment, her father suddenly began to cry uncontrollably. Chang Ho instantly sensed something was wrong. He placed his hand on the man, closed his eyes as if trying to feel what was happening. The father quickly pushed away Chang Ho's probing hand, insisting he was fine. But soon after, he grew dizzy and short of breath. His face turned pale, and his consciousness began to fade. Panicking, the girl sought help from the doctors, but a major car accident had just occurred nearby, and wave after wave of patients were being rushed in. The doctors were overwhelmed, with no time to spare. No matter how desperately the girl begged, no one was willing to stop and help her, not even though she looked terrified. To them, she was just a child making a fuss. Chang Ho watched the scene unfold from outside the window. Desperate, the girl finally screamed at the top of her lungs. Her cry caught everyone's attention, but they still assumed she was just throwing a tantrum. At last, a female doctor, Xiao Wu, approached. She looked at the girl's finger x-ray and said there was nothing wrong, unaware that it was the girl's father who needed help. She listened briefly to the father's heartbeat and diagnosed him with a simple pneumothorax. But Chang Ho, the medical genius, could no longer stand it. He warned her that the problem was with the heart. Yet at this moment, Xiao Wu still